to the park. I just didn't feel safe. I might go over there later this afternoon, but I paid $8 to go back to the state park because it's the safest option. I've got to fix that back window cover. We're going to talk about my daughter in a minute. I want to I don't think I've been clear, so I want to talk about what I'm working on and what I'm doing. I've got to fix that window cover. It's falling down. I'm going to go around there. Wonder why it's coming down like this. It's annoying. My freaking windows are on. When I tell y'all that I'm going to train so hard today, I'm just grateful to be somewhere where nobody knows me, because everywhere I go, people know me now. And it gets annoying because they're just as dumb as half of the people on the internet. So they just assume shit because, that's logical, right? All right, I got it up. So maybe if I just put it into basic terms, people understand. So how can I say it best? I have personally never harmed anyone. Anyone. Not one person. Ever. In my entire life. Even when I caught my 2 counts of attempted murder. That was self-defense. It was 2 girls on me. I was jumped. You know what that is? That means there's 4 hands coming at your face and 4 feet coming at you. And you defend yourself. First of all, I've never hurt anyone. So I just need to be clear because I don't feel like I've ever said that. I've realized that recently when I sat back and look at my life. I've never harmed anyone. Ever. But, marking me as a child abuser because I have anger problems is exactly what they said you were going to say. You know what I mean? Like Jesus, when they said he wasn't real and that he couldn't, work miracles, they said he was a lie and a fraud. Same thing. They said you were going to say because I had anger problems that I had a propensity to harm children. That's exactly why they marked me. Smart people can put 2 and 2 together. People who have lived a life, who have had to deal with the Department of Social Services, people who have been to jail before, people that have been part of the system, people that grew up in foster care like I did, people that grew up getting abused by every single man that came in their life. They get it. They know exactly how the system works. But I want to be perfectly clear that I have never, ever hurt anyone. Ever. 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 Not I cheated on them, not a I robbed them, not a I punched them in the face because I was having a bad day. Like, ever. I've never harmed anyone. And matter of fact, when I look back on my life, all of these lies that are going to be said about me stem from people actually hurting me. So I just find it crazy that this keeps becoming a thing. Like, you would think that people would, like, I don't know, use their brain. But, the longer I have a channel, once again, the more I'm realizing that a lot of people don't have common sense. It's really sad. I think that I need to be grateful. I think I need to be grateful more. Seriously. Because I could be really dumb. And I think that I've been gaslit so much that I thought I was for a long time. And the truth is I know the realities of life that most of society does not, because they haven't lived it. I have. I grew up in foster care. I grew up getting sexually assaulted from as early as 6 years old. I've lived a rough life. I became part of the system, and my children become part of the system because I was part of the system. And that's how it is. That's how it is. So your chances of losing custody of your children almost double if you were a foster child yourself. Did you know that? Did you know that? It's sad. It's a fuck system we have. But I need to be perfectly clear that I've never harmed an adult, nor have I harmed a child. Ever. I've never even spanked a child. I don't even know what that is. Due to the fact that I grew up getting beat and sexually molested, I made sure that when I had my daughter, I didn't want her to go through corporal punishment. I didn't want her to have to experience the yelling and the screaming and the violence and the breaking of things in the home and mom and daddy beating on each other. I made sure that my daughter was never around anything like that. My daughter was never around drugs or alcohol. My daughter had never got spanked. Matter of fact, I'm sure my methods of parenting weren't perfect by any means. But when you are a single parent, you have to do things differently. You have to be the mother and the father, the disciplinary and the affection, you know? And so I made sure I had my daughter, I did that. Not only that, but I went above and beyond to instill things into her that my parents never installed into me. And matter of fact, from the time that she was conscious and able to look at me, we had serious conversation, you know? And my daughter was very well behaved. She was a great kid, and she is a great, and she will continue to be a great kid. My daughter, my form of punishment was going to the wall and lifting your hands. Go stand in the corner. You know what DSS told me? They told me that that was abuse. To make your child go face the wall and stand with their hands in the corner until their arms get tired. But it was okay for my parents to beat the hell out of me in the 80s. Smack me around, knock my teeth out, break my nose. That was okay. People are not going to continue to come here and call me a child abuser when I've never even touched a child in that manner. I've never spanked a child. And this is why I'm saying it again. And this is the last time we're ever going to talk about it. Because I'm not going to keep hashing it out. Here's one thing you need to think about. If I was an actual child abuser, if I'd broke a child's arm, you can best believe that my ass would have went to prison. You have to ask yourself, why didn't she go to prison? If she's this horrible child beater, why didn't she go to prison? Because I didn't do it. Plain and simple. I just didn't have money to defend myself. And I already had a criminal record. You pile them things on top of each other and you get convicted of crimes that you did not commit. And that's the reality of our justice system. There is no justice. My daughter is the victim in all of this. My daughter, who now has a 17% chance of getting sexually abused by her foster family. There wasn't even a percentage. It was zero before. Because her father was in prison doing a habitual felon sentence. And matter of fact, he just got out of prison and got caught with meth back in January. So don't come here telling me what I have and have not did when you ain't even lived the type of life that I've had to live due to the fact that I grew up in the system. I know by looking at me, you might think that I had this luxury fucking life as a child, but I can assure you that my life was riddled with nothing but abuse. That was my whole childhood. It's a miracle that I even have the forethought to pre-plan my daughter's birth and childhood before I had her. And I did. And I had a serious talk with myself. And I said, yeah, it's going to suck. Not being able to make ends meet. Struggling. But I would much rather have my daughter with me than have her part of a system. And that's where she was for 4 years. Until a social worker showed up who was racist and jealous. 3-pound fucking fat black lady. You know, they love me. And it was all downhill from there. Once DSS is in your face, there's nothing to do about it. You don't even have any parental rights anymore. I don't think people realize this. They can show up on their porch and they can do whatever the fuck they want. And unless you got $70,000 to do something about it, you're fucked. They can lie in court papers. They can lie in court documents. Whatever that social worker says is what the court is going to believe. As though humans are not subject to jealousy, envy, self-hatred. Who thought this was a fucking good idea? I just got to know. Who thought it was a good idea to let humans be the law, regulate the law, be the government, like as if they're not subject to pettiness just like other humans? I'm about to go brush my teeth. I got a hamburger in my teeth. Seriously, maybe I need to say it every day. I need to start my channel with, hi, I have never spanked a child before. Because that's the truth. Because of the upbringing that I had, I never wanted to subject my children to that. But it's crazy because, the reason that this charge was able to stick, and it didn't stick, I did not plead guilty. I took an Alford plea. Huge difference. That right there should tell you all you need to know. But once again, common sense is not that common. So they don't give Alford pleas to guilty people. Just to be clear. They don't give Alford pleas to guilty people. They prosecute guilty people and they send them to prison. So, anyways, maybe I need to start my channel with, hi, I've never spanked a child before. Hope you're having a great day. Like, seriously, because I've done said it 1,000 times and people keep coming back to it. Like, they said that's what you were going to say. Just like they said that Jesus wasn't real. They said that, that's what they was going to say. They said, she's got an anger problem. Yeah, I wonder why. Let's talk about a violation of my fucking civil rights. Some of you motherfuckers would just let people violate your rights and not say anything. That's the problem. That's how it's gotten this bad. Do y'all not get that? Hundreds of thousands of families, hundreds of thousands of women have already been through what I've been through. I just saw one get sentenced last Thursday for neglect and child abuse. Well, it was child abuse. Now, you tell me, if you drop your daughter off with your mama and you say, Mama, I got to go to school. And actually, they lived in the same fucking house. That makes it even worse. Let me set the scene. Mother, daughter, granddaughter. Okay? The mother is a high schooler. And she still has high school obligations, even though she's got this little boy. So she goes off to school. And grandmama says, don't worry, I've got the child. But then grandma gets a phone call from work, and grandma's got to go. But the daughter is still at work, and the grandkid is at home with the grandmother. The mother comes home from school. The grandmother has left this 5-year-old child by himself with a tablet. The 18-year-old, 17-year-old girl comes home from school to find her son by himself with a bunch of cops. They immediately arrested her on the spot for child abuse, and she went to prison on Thursday. When she thought that her mother, the grandmother, had the child at home. In what world is that fucking fair? In what world is that justice? Who needs enemies when you have a mother like that, right? Now, this woman is going to come out of prison. She'll never be able to see her child. And she's going to be marked, and she'll never have a job. She'll never work in a regular world again. Because people are going to call her a child abuser. And she didn't even do anything. She didn't abuse a child. She didn't leave that child. She didn't neglect that child. She left that child with her mother, who was the maternal grandmother. And the maternal grandmother left her. So here's what I've been thinking. Was the maternal grandmother sick of having her daughter and the granddaughter around? Grandson? Ask yourself, why would she set this poor 18-year-old girl up like this? This girl's in prison now. Gonna be there for shit she didn't even do. She was at school. I'm about to start making prison visits. I wonder how many bitches is in prison right now for the same type of shit. It's public information. I can pull those files through DHS. You are part of the system. You are the system. And then you have a baby, and your baby automatically comes part of the system too. And then you don't even recognize, due to the fact that you don't ask the state for anything, they get up in your shit. That's what happened to me. Why don't you come to us for food stamps? Why don't you come to us? Because I got this. Mind your business. And then they do a home tour and a car tour. And that's when it really started, you know, because I had my own house. I had a beautiful house. I was stripping. I was making wonderful money. Brand new truck. Fuck, a car, a truck, a house. So let me tell you what happened. I got off of work. I went to go pick my daughter up. They said that she had a hurt arm. I said, okay, what's wrong? They said, we don't know. She tripped and fell on an orange ball. I said, okay, well, I'm going to take her to the hospital. So I took her to the hospital, and as soon as I showed up to the hospital, I was surrounded by 10 cops, social workers. They surrounded me. I never saw my daughter again. They ripped her out of my hand with a broke arm. I was not given an attorney. There was no one legally to help me. And that social worker knew who I was before she even got to the hospital, but I'd never met this bitch in my life. And that's how quick they can just come in and do whatever they want. I passed my drug test, so don't even go there. Multiple, first of all. Second of all, it had nothing to do with drugs, but of course, they want you to jump through their hoops, and you have to. You have to. You don't have a choice. Either you go take the drug test or you don't have custody of your child. So I went and took the drug test, you know? Like, I did parental classes. I did what they wanted me to do. But at the end of the day, they already had a family picked out. I didn't know this at the time. I was later told about 6 months after they placed her. They already had a family. They get kickbacks, thousands, somewhere between $2,000 and $3,000 per social worker for child that they take into the state's custody. Did you know that? They have an incentive program to take your child and place it in a different family. Do you hear me? Public information. Go give it a go if you don't believe me. And I know you'd say, well, the state doesn't want your child. They don't want to take care of your child. Wrong. They get federal funding for schooling for them. They get federal funding for food for them. They get federal funding for housing for them. That is how the state makes money, is housing children outside of their natural home. That's how the state makes money. That's the reality. So that was their incentive, money. Ruin a good girl's life because what? She's got a little bit of pride, because she's got a little bit of money. I mean, once again, I've never been shy about the fact that I was a dancer. I was proud of the fact that I could take care of my daughter by myself and not have to ask anyone for any fucking financial help. And that's what I did for almost 4 years, until these motherfuckers showed up and wanted to make a situation out of nothing. They looked at my prior criminal record and they said, oh, let's cause a problem. First of all, can I just say that they had already fucked with me like 2 or 3 times prior to that? They wanted me. Like, they had my blood in their mouth type of thing, and they were vampires. You know what I mean? That's the thing about the system. Cops, DHS. If you even cross one of them or look at them wrong or have a bad interaction, then they all want you. You see what I'm saying? So, like, cross one of them sideways with the wrong look, and bitch, the whole department is going to be after your throat. Yes, all states. Yes, all states. A matter of fact, Frankie, California, if you refuse to give your child gender affirming care, the state of California can take your child and place it in another home. And matter of fact, there was a girl that this happened to, and she committed suicide. She walked out in front of her train and killed herself after the Department of Social Services took custody of her at 15 years old. Her mother did not want her to become a boy. The damn child is 15. Can we wait till she's 25 to start cutting her tits off, for God's sakes? The mother said absolutely not. It was a Hispanic family. You know, they Catholic, honey. They don't fucking play that shit. Most of them, the majority. So the mother said, absolutely not. My daughter is not becoming a boy. You're not giving her hormones through the high school. The high school was trying to give her teenage daughter hormones. And the mother said, absolutely not. The Department of Social Services stepped in. took the child from the mother's custody. That mother never saw that girl again. And the girl went out on the train tracks and killed herself. So that's what the Department of, Social Services has to offer for you and your fucking family. That's it. Destruction, death, misery, and abuse. Historically speaking, we know that children that go into foster care, group homes, training schools, temporary living facilities, we know that they get abused a lot more than regular kids. But yet we keep this department open. We stand by DHHS. Bullshit. They destroyed my life. And they did it intentionally because they said that you guys were going to think that I was a child abuser. That's why they hit me with that. God, I've got to keep reading the Bible because the more that I read, I'm just like, Jesus, we've been through a lot of the same shit. They said that they said that he was a lie, that he was a fraud, that he wasn't truthful, that he had bad intentions, that he wasn't trying to help people. Remember? And then they hung him up on a cross and killed him because he was different. Yeah, I got an anger problem. You know why? Because I ain't no bitch. Simple as that. Y'all just bitches out here. Y'all just allow society to just behave any old other way, and y'all just okay with it. But then y'all over here wanting to vote for Trump. So which is it? Do you want to have backbone, see change, see progression, or do you want to just lay down and fucking take it and allow this world to become as shitty as it already is? Absolutely. When you think of me, think of Tommy Robertson. That's where I'm at. I'm angry. I'm angry because I've spent my whole life doing the right fucking things, and still and yet society says, no, you're bad. No, bitch. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Never have been. I've always wanted to do good things. I've always strived to be a decent person, and I'm not listening to it. I'm not listening to it. My daughter knows the truth. And matter of fact, my daughter was interrogated for, there's no telling. No telling. The only thing that remains is that my daughter said, my mommy's never hit me. I have it in court documents. It's probably the only thing that was truly printed in there. My daughter testified and testified and testified to the fact that her mommy had never hit her. Because I never did. I never spanked my daughter. But, sending her to the corner to stand, that's abuse. That's what they told me. They said, oh, you can't do that. They said, well, how do you discipline her? I said, I send her to the corner and I make her stand. Sometimes I'll make her put her hands up till they get heavy. They said, oh, you can't do that. That's abuse. But allowing children to take hormones and cut their tits off is not? No, honey. It's just that, when you don't have family, and you don't have anyone, and you're pretty, and you have a good head on your shoulders, and you have some level of good humanity left in you, they're going to come at your throat. They're going to try to disembowel you because you're better than them. And I'm not saying that. Society has told me that. That's something I've been thinking about heavily. Very heavily. The way that you treat people sends a signal. It sends a message. And I can't, once again, I can't help but notice it's always some sloppy ass bitch that's got a problem. It's always some sloppy ass bitch. So that's no coincidence. That is no coincidence. We're about to work out. And I'm not talking about this again. I've done said it 5 times, and this is the last time I'll ever talk about it. And the system is upside down and corrupt, and it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. It's already gotten worse. Look at the steps, the laws that are being passed. I'm no child abuser. I never have been. The reason that they hit me with that is because they thought society would believe it. And then look at people. It's like, damn. And also, I was thinking last night, I was like, I've told you guys that it's like, you're either on this side or that side. when you are in that system, that's the cops side. Just to be clear, DHHS, DSS, CPS, whatever you want to call it, the cops. That's the cop side. Do you get what I'm saying? That's the cop side. They're not fighting for you. And matter of fact, when they come to your face and get in your face and start asking questions, they are building a case to the cops. Like, and something that I was thinking last night was how they can lie. They can say whatever they want. It doesn't matter if there's any merit to it or not, any evidence of it or not. They can say whatever they want, and once it's docked on paperwork through the social worker, it becomes court record. They lie. They lie. Whatever that social worker says is what the court is going to claim. Do you get what I'm saying? And once again, these are people, sloppy ass fucking social workers. I don't know if you've seen a Department of Social Services lately. They're in shambles. The Department of Alamance County, it's primarily black. So I didn't have a chance to start with. If you know, you know. So then there's that. It's just crazy how, you know, all these people out here like racism. Bitch, you don't know racism. Was your life torn apart? Your daughter stolen? You charged with crimes you didn't commit because some fat, sloppy social worker had a bad taste in her mouth for you? That's racism. To never be able to find work again because someone marked you with lies. That's racism. So don't talk to me about, you know, racism. I didn't get convicted. I've already said that 5 times. I didn't get convicted of child abuse. See, that's what society doesn't understand. I never got convicted of child abuse. Huge difference in a conviction, a guilty, and an Alford. See, that's, maybe we need to do a talk at 2 on the difference between guilty, not guilty, and an Alford plea, because they're all different. All different. An Alford plea says, I did not do this. I'm not pleading guilty to something I did not do. That's what I took. From the day that it happened, from the day that they showed up and started causing problems because I was white and pretty and successful at the time, from that day, I said, I didn't do this. Y'all are tripping. Y'all are smoking crack. Y'all got to be smoking crack. I've never even spanked my child. I haven't popped her. I have never even popped her. Do you hear me? Never to. She was a great kid. Like, and here's the thing. There's no reason for any of that anyways. Like, I don't care what you think your child has done wrong. There is no excuse for hitting children. I got beat my whole life. One of my first memories is literally getting picked up by the head on my head and slammed into the fucking kitchen counter. Y'all don't even know what abuse is. Half of y'all ain't even got an ass whooping in your life. That's why you act like this. But I remember getting beat, and I knew when I had my daughter that I would never spank her, and I never had to. She knew that it was just me and her, and she was a great kid. Like, she listened, she was responsible, like, she was aware, she paid attention to what she was doing, even at 4 years old. Absolutely. Absolutely. She was speaking full fucking sentences before adults in society. Absolutely. She was a lot calmer than me. She was a little bit more shy, a little bit more reserved, but very obedient and sweet child. Like, she was never the type to be destructive and super messy. Like, I don't know what it is. She come out the womb just being an angel, like perfect. She really was. And it's crazy because she's never had any behavioral issues ever. But in court papers from that fucking racist social worker, Gabrielle Ware, it says things like, oh, she's exhibiting behavioral problems. Bitch, you just stole her from her mother. What do you think she's gonna do? Y'all, it's just crazy to look back, and I've been reading through some of this stuff. Like 4 weeks ago, I was reading it, And it's just crazy to see the series of events that led up to her behavioral issues. And I have no doubt that now she's going to have a lot more issues in the future because of this. And it just sucks, you know, to see your perfectly healthy child who is stable, functioning, happy, traveling the world. Like, we used to go everywhere, you guys. Like, it sucks to see that and have racism step in. Racism write fake fucking paperwork for a court. Racism take over that entire case. There was no protecting the child. It was destroy Brooke. People are not understanding. This was not, oh, we have to make sure what's in the best interest of the child. No, there was none of that. This was not a mission to help or protect my child. This was a mission to destroy me and my spirit. And it'll never work. I don't care if y'all want to put me in prison for shit that I didn't do for the rest of my life. I'm still going to be sitting here telling you that you're a bitch. Because you are. You're evil. You're evil, Gabriella Ware. You're evil. And don't worry, I've been watching you. I watch. I pay attention, girl. This ain't over. I don't care if it takes me 50 years. You're asking me? We're going to be in court one day. Yep, and everybody else I said that I was going to sue. Don't worry. This is just a timeout, baby. I'm just getting, you know, got to think. Got to plan out better so I don't go to jail for more crimes that I didn't commit. Like, it's really devastating. And here's the thing. What if I wasn't me? What if I wasn't me? Think about all the women that are nothing like me. Too scared to say something. They just take it and they never see their kids again. It's not okay. And I just saw a woman get prosecuted on Thursday for crimes she didn't even commit. Go to prison for child abuse. For something she didn't commit. Yeah, if you ain't got haters, you ain't popping, bitch. Oh, look, it's my stalkers. Oh, my God. Hello, hello. Hope y'all are doing well. I'm about to go work out. I don't know what I want to wear. It's kind of like Nike weather. You know what I mean? Like long pants and like, I just want to be clear. I have never spanked a child. I've never popped a child. And I don't even think I even yelled at my daughter. Because, and this is why I talk about early childhood development so much, because I see how y'all treat y'all's children and I just don't understand. It's disheartening. It infuriates me. It's not fair. The world is a fucked up and scary place. I mean, it really pisses me off. So, all I'm trying to do now is harvest and funnel that anger into making positive changes. I don't know how yet. Do I need to go back to school for social work and show them how it's fucking done? Maybe. Maybe. Because I know that the social workers that we have on the home front now are highly undereducated. They need training in fucking just ethics. Seriously. People are not being raised properly. What do you think they do when they go get a job? They don't do their job properly because they don't have any fucking morals and values. They don't know the right between they don't know the difference between right and wrong anymore. This is why society is crumbling. We have taken God out of our schools. We have taken God out of churches. We have taken God away from everywhere. Look at fucking Elevation Church. That's not about God. That's a fucking concert. That's a concert. That is not hearing the Lord's word. Okay? Do you see what I'm saying? It's no coincidence that we have people in social work, people in the police department that are lacking ethics. It has to do with how people are raised. And I don't know, something has to change. I know going further, one of my long-term goals is to get this Alfred plea taken off of my record because I didn't do this. And I'm sick of it, like, holding me back from a job. I've had 22 job no's this week over it. So You know, what do you do? What do you do? When you keep answering email after email and they're like, no, we can't hire you, sorry. And I'm talking about Wendy's, McDonald's, you name it. I've applied to it. Name it. Drop a name. I bet I've already fucking applied. 6,000 job applications in 13 months. This is what they wanted. At some point, you would think people would say, hey, wait a minute. Maybe they were trying to prevent her from ever working again. Maybe they were trying to just destroy her, because this is a bit much for an Alford plea. A lot for an Alford plea. They don't give Alford pleas to guilty people. That's the, and I wish I would have knew that at the time, but my court-appointed attorney didn't tell me that. I wanted to fight it. I was ready to go to trial. He didn't want to work. And the state knew that if he did work, that I would win my case, so they gave me an Alford plea. Sucks. It'll be the biggest regret of my life, and that's why I will never plead guilty, or, you know, I didn't plead guilty, but I'll never take another plea bargain for something I didn't do. I'll fight it tooth and nail, and I would rather go to prison for something I didn't do than say that I did something out of stress, you know? Oh, I'm getting gym clothes. And I hope that this sweater is not too much. Actually, I don't know if I want to wear those because they get on my nerves. Will you hold that and that? I'm looking for a sports bra. And actually, I'm just going to do the double suit. Here, let's do this. Oh. If you have to retract your message, you're the exact type of bitch that I'm talking about. Why y'all hiding messages? You know that's the definition of a pussy, when you can't say something to somebody's face and you gotta run and retract what you said. Where I'm from, we call them bitches. That's what girls do, not, you know, that and bitches. Imagine being scared to, like, say fucking, and actually, Blop, I do anywhere from 20 to 30 applications a day. So it's probably more than 6,000 jobs that I've applied to. Now, in-person interviews, I've had over 600. So, yeah, I just love that people are not even out here in the job market telling me, like, oh, go here, go there. Like, bitch, I've been everywhere. Lowe's, Trader Joe's, you fucking name it. Waffle House, Bed Bath & Beyond, Target, you name it. And when I say these names, I didn't just apply to one. Walmart, I've applied to over 30. Food Line, I've applied to over 30. Lowe's, I've applied to over 20. Walmart, I've applied to over 30. Who else? Gyms, Gold Gym. You would think, because I'm a fitness junkie, that they would want to hire me at the gym. No. This is what I'm saying, though. This was about destroying me for life. This was about ensuring that I could never work again, that nobody would hire me. And it just so coincides with everybody hating white people now and nobody wanting to hire white people. If you know, you know. I've applied to over 12 Waffle Houses. Waffle House was just like Walmart and Planet Fitness. They sent me an email telling me to stop applying. We are never going to hire you. All right, let's go view. So once again, I've never hit a child. I've never even popped a child. And you know, it's crazy because my grandma used to whoop my ass on the church bus. What? That's perfectly fine. But God forbid if you want to send your kid to the corner to lift their arms up till they get heavy. When their arms get heavy, that's when they can walk away. Literally a minute, not even. She used to make it maybe 30, 40 seconds. That's abuse nowadays. Send your kid to go face the wall and hold their hands above their heads. No, that's military training. It shows discipline. You ain't got to hit them. You ain't got to scream at them, which causes psychological damage. It gets them involved in moving their bodies. It gives them time to look at the wall and think about what they've done. Maybe I need to talk about my parental style, because I think that it's smart to get your kids physically active in their discipline. Does that make any sense? Discipline doesn't have to be screaming, popping, punching. Like, that's not discipline, that's abuse. And I've always knew that because that's how I grew up. But, you know, trying to tell this to a racist social worker that weighs 300 fucking pounds and smells like fish. Ugh. Like, how do y'all not smell y'allselves? I be going in some public restrooms. Y'all, if I can smell you from 3 stalls down, how do you not smell yourself? I gotta pee. And I am serious. There's been times that I've been in restrooms, y'all, and it was so bad that I literally wanted to tell whoever it was, like, hey girl, you got BV, or hey girl, you got freaking whatever. People are so stupid. You can tell which ones are brainwashed by people that you can tell which people are brainwashed by, they're like, don't be racist. Shut the fuck up. You're so brainwashed. You're so brainwashed. I'm the realest bitch you'll ever meet. Ever. God, I carried too much. Racist. No, bitch. You're just brainwashed. I feel bad for people, you know, that'll never be able to, like, speak realness because they grew up in the wrong generation and they're scared to. Pants. They're too big. Everything's too big. That's why I'm trying to gain weight. I guess it could have went the other direction. I mean, it did. I was up to 200 at one point. Thank God I didn't ruin my body. That was a blessing in disguise. Good morning. Good morning. Blessing in disguise. It could have went the whole other way. I could have fell into that depression and just got fatter and fatter. That's what most people do. I got up to 204 and I said, oh shit. I said, ooh, this is a reality check. I can't breathe. I can't even tie my shoes. I need Converse and a hair bow. And it's like, I've noticed that like that's the only thing bad people can come to my comment section and say. Like, it's like, come on, man, come on. I mean, if you want to, I mean, I stabbed 2 bitches when I was 18. So if you want to bring me down, talk about something I actually did. I stabbed 2 bitches. I kicked in the front door and stabbed them. I was only thinking there was 1 in there. You know, there was 2, and they jumped me when I got through the door. They was on me. What do you want me to do? Was it right? Absolutely not. Violence is never the answer. Why do you think I stay away from people? Yeah, because they try me, and I'm not the one. So I have to stay away from them because, you know, the majority are stupid. They are. I can't help it. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. But, I mean, if you want to bring me down, you can talk about all the drugs and alcohol I used to do, all the damn hundreds of dollars of heroin. But no, they don't say that. They want to talk about lies, all the shit I've done. Talk about something truthful. How about that? Oh, yeah, that's right. They don't know how. They don't know how. Ah! They don't know how. Oh, look, we got another bitch in the chat. Oh, we did. I just blocked her. Don't you love that? I wish it was permanent, you guys, because it's the same old negative, jealous fucking Nancys that look like they're on drugs. Did y'all see that profile picture? That bitch is on drugs. Did you see it? Yeah. That's what's crazy. She looked like a mix of a meth head and a heroin addict. I don't make the rules. If you don't want me to, don't be posting pictures like that, bitch. Your hair's fried off with a pale ass face and crazy makeup. Like, like, I don't make the rules. I can't help you look like that. Maybe take care of yourself and come back with something positive. How about that? How about that? Oh, shit. What's up? What's up? How do you say that? Y'all know I barely speak English. Finifer? Fire? Good morning, good morning. I don't even know how you got past me. You're a channel member, or like Fenrir. Fenrir? Fire. Fenrir Fire. I think that, damn it. We're gonna have to pull this mattress out today and move everything around because everything's all yoked up. I'm looking for socks and shoes. I don't know where my Converses is. That's another thing. We're gonna have to clean the truck out, you guys, because it's a mess from where I've been at the beach. Hey, there's my socks. I have to have specific ones for my nails look like shit. We just painted them 2 days ago. I gotta have specific ones. Y'all know what else I did? I made another limeade. I don't know what's going wrong. Something about mixing these packets with lime juice in my water bottle made it freaking like fizz up and turn into like it did something weird, y'all. It coagulated. I put a water, an energy thing, and a half a lime in there, and it coagulated like coffee. What? How is that even possible? It's water. It's an energy drink. Guess what, you guys? I haven't had any Excedrin. I haven't been taking them. I've been trying to stop taking them. I've been trying to stop taking them. I love those things. For those that don't know, they're huge in America. They're the poor man's crack. I'm laughing because it's so true. Let's see if I got some. Where are they at? Well, I thought I had some. I guess I don't. I could have swore I bought some 2 days ago. Now I kind of want one for my run. Oh, snap. Anyways, it's a Tylenol with caffeine added. If you have problems with energy and you suffer from migraines like I do, honey, get you some Excedrin. You're going to be running all day. You'll have energy all day. take one before work, take one when you get off work. You're gonna get so much shit done. It's the poor man's crack. Excedrin. Sponsor me. Seriously. We can be like, are you already full of energy? Do you wake up on go? But mid-afternoon, you need to pick me up. Oh no, we gotta like completely turn it towards me. Are you happy when you first wake up full of energy? Mid-afternoon, after dealing with society, you are on E. Fill your tank with Excedrin. Seriously, it's society. I've noticed it's my inner. Y'all, when I'm out by myself like this, I am just boundless happy. It's all of these small interactions that I have to have in society that drains my energy, and it also just, ugh. I don't like dealing with happy y'all. Y'all just miserable sacks of, ain't you? And you treat people as such too. Once again, most convicts, criminals, ex-drug users, ex-whatever, they want to do good. They want to have change. They want to change. Society won't let them. But, once again, how much of that is self-hatred stemming back into society through other people not being happy with their own lives, not wanting to see others succeed. I see that so much. Imagine going to jail for shit you didn't do, once again, and having prison guards treating inmates like, I saw it. Those prison guards only treat pretty, skinny girls a certain way in jail. If you're 200-300 pounds, honey, you're one of the guards. It's just, I guess it's always been that way, right? The good people get hated on. The good in society gets snuffed out by all the evil. I mean, I think that it's kind of always been like that. There's always been a good side and an evil side, but I just feel like the past 4 years, that evil side has expanded like wildfire, and there's just so many people out here that are lost and dumb, and they don't even know it. I mean, it's sad, but what can you do? I opened a channel to try to help. They don't want to listen, so fuck them, right? Fuck them. Feed them fish heads. That's another thing I've realized, too, is a lot of people want to be in self-pity. They want to wallow in their troubles, and they want to be depressed. A lot of people just want to fucking be that way. And they get upset when you're not. I think that shocked me the most. I get out of jail, and people were mad. Bitch, why are you mad? Tells you a lot about people, though, for real. Okay. We're going to throw this stuff away since I'm going to try to make an effort. I want the beat, but it's like... And you know what? I should probably leave that on there in case I get hit by a car and they find my body. At least they'll know my first name. My middle name, my first name. It's going to be my first name. Hell, it might be my last. Damn it, Brooke. You did that wrong. There we go. There we go. Y'all, did y'all know that Matthew Perry was high like half of the damn seasoning, half of the filming of Friends? I read that last night. I said, what? He said Matthew Perry, the one that recently passed away from a drug overdose, propanol. You listen, all I know is it's the same drug that Prince, Michael, he dabbled in that. The comedian, Robin Williams, he dabbled in it. There's even, I saw a video where Robin Williams was on a news anchor show, like it was like a night show, and he was talking about how he had dabbled in this prephenol or whatever the fuck it's called, okay? It suppresses your breathing, y'all. It's like heroin. It'll kill you. It's not heroin, but it's similar. It has a similar high, which is why a lot of celebrities like it, and these celebrity doctors can get it. It's not as hard to get as heroin. But Robin Williams talks about how great of a drug it was, and like how he misused it at one point and how he had to get away from it. And that's the same thing that Matthew Perry apparently, thank you Kat Stevens. But I also watched footage of him when he came out of a rehab or something one time, and he says I don't remember filming Friends. That's my childhood. And it's crazy because I wasn't even on that drug, but all the drugs that they had me on, I don't remember half of my childhood because of it. So there's a lot of abuse that I've actually forgotten, thank God. But it's just crazy because seeing him on the show, you would never know that he was going through that he wasn't even in his right frame of mind. Saying that you don't remember filming 10 years of a show, when you look at him, he looks like he's in his right frame of mind. It's just sad how some people can look so normal in society, and hide things. I think I was very good at hiding my heroin with like my heroin, when I was on drugs. I was very good at hiding it. Well, you feel like you are, but are you? I don't know about that. I might not have my finger on that properly. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like I was good at hiding things, but I think the cracks were there, definitely. I think to an outsider, like if you would have came in the club and met me, you would have never knew. But if you came in the club every day and you dealt with me on a daily basis, you absolutely would have knew. So, it's just crazy to think about. He filmed that show and he doesn't even recollect it. Well, I mean, obviously he's dead, nail broke, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I'm wondering if I want to take my water bottle, if I just want to. I definitely want to throw these away. We're not doing any more junk. This was it. No mas junk food. Listen, I ate a whole freaking steak last night. First of all, 54 grams of protein. Did I tell y'all that I woke up and ate a protein cup and everything? Y'all, I've been on it. This morning, we made hamburger meat. We made tacos with avocado and onions on the road. Like, delicious. No more junk food. No more donuts. Last night's donut thing, I should have just had protein and oatmeal. But honestly, I felt so invigorated getting like those 7-8 miles in that I needed to like get some sugar in me too. I also ate some of these last night. Honestly, if you're a woman and you're dealing with stomach issues, these will keep you regular. They're expensive, but you can get them on sale at Walmart. They always have the ones at Walmart that are on clearance. Ouch, I just poked myself in the eye. Did y'all see that? I told you I can kick my own ass. Y'all, I hope it's not bad. Oh my god, it literally left like white stuff. Oh my god. I like to just knock my eyeball out. I'm such a klutz. Like, you know what it is that I move really fast and I don't pay attention to what I'm doing. Like, I be like jerking stuff and like, and I hit myself in the face. Ow. I told you, you ain't got to kick my ass. Lock me in a bathroom for 10 minutes by myself, and I promise. I say this because it actually happened. It actually happened. Y'all really be out here like high school. Like, Neil lies. So-and-so's doing this. So-and-so's doing that. It's like going back to high school and dealing with toddlers. Bye, Frankie. It's like, so-and-so's, he touched my face. He pushed my hair. Tell me you were an only child without telling me you were an only child. I grew up with 5 brothers. Get over it. You know what I mean? Get it up. Get it over it. I'm probably loud as fuck, y'all. We're going for a run. I need headphones. Seriously, I'm so glad that I grew up with 5 brothers. And actually, it's probably more than that. Those are just the ones I met. So grateful. That's also probably why I'm like a tomboy, right? That's what they tell me. That's what they tell me. I don't know. It could just be that I had a lot of male energy in my, as my childhood. I had my grandpa and my dad and my stepdad and my, I had a lot of women too, but there was a lot of men. And they weren't all bad. Just the majority. How sad. But people call me a child abuser. It's like, are you fucking serious? I know child abusers that's never even seen a jail cell. And they operate, under the guise of being a grandpa. Speaking of which, I watched a documentary the other night, and there was a 12-year-old girl that was raped by her stepfather and ended up getting pregnant. Guess how much time he got in jail? If this is on an episode of Intervention, if you want to go find it, you can. The mother's boyfriend had raped this 12-year-old girl. She ended up getting pregnant. It was a mess. The girl turned to drugs. The mother immediately believed the daughter, thank God. The guy was arrested, her boyfriend. Guess how much time he did in jail? Guess, for raping a 12-year-old. Less than a year. Less than a year. My dad only got, I think it was like 7 to 11 months for multiple counts of molestation. Multiple. They said that they thought that he had been doing it since I was born. And I finally told when I was like 8 or 9. So we're talking about hundreds of incidents of molestation, but he only gets 7 to 11 months. And I get in a fist fight at 18 years old because of that. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I get in a fist fight at 18 because of the molestation. Okay? I want to be clear. This is how these things work. And I get almost 5 years in prison for a stupid teenage fight. I just feel like we need to look at things from a case by case perspective. Not everyone we can just lump together and say that they're all the same, because they're not. And I feel like there needs to be more dedication to each case. There needs to be more eyes on each case. We don't have that. It'll never happen. The justice system will continuously get worse until this country is a communist country. That's where we're at. Everything is going to continue to get worse until it's run by a bunch of communists. So we're already halfway there. If you don't see it, then you ain't living in the real world. You ain't living in reality if you can't see that. I know what this country used to look like 30 years ago. Maybe that's why my grandpa shot and killed himself, huh? The state of this world. I don't know. I never found out why he killed himself. I mean, it doesn't come from being happy, Brooke. Like, Papa Lonnie Clark. I think he shot himself in 93. I would have been 5 or 6. I remember when it happened. I remember what happened to the family. I remember my grandmother Gloria breaking down. I remember my biological father Johnny Clark breaking down. I remember my Aunt Renee. I remember that. And I was 5 or 6. I remember standing in the house, sitting on the blue couch. I remember. That stuff impacts your life. It really does. It really, really does. Because from then on out, I had behavioral problems. I was going to school. I was cussing out teachers. But my home life, my parents are cussing each other out. They're fighting. My dad's an alcoholic molesting me. I had it rough on both sides. But that stuff still goes on. I still witness things like that in society. Why isn't the Department of Social Services trying to help those children? Why does it only go after children in loving, functional, stable homes? That's been my experience. It's just a screwed up system, all of it, from the justice system to, once again, the DHHS. And I don't have any hope in things getting better. After what's done to me, like, you have to feel what they have the power to do. You have to understand how they're able to lie and like, they can just make up whole stories. If you would experience what I experienced, you would have no faith in the system either. And some of y'all don't even have to experience to know that there's no fucking hope. But y'all are smarter than me. I still like to have a little hope. I need a hair clip. I need a hair clip. Hey, hey, hey. Y'all, I got this hamburger back here on the floor. It looks good. If you didn't see what I cooked this morning, we made roadside tacos. They were delicious. I actually was going to do some kind of breakfast taco with egg or something, and I couldn't find anything. Hamburger, onions, and seasonings. I'm looking for a hair clip. Y'all, look how dirty this truck is for me just not even being in it. I'm looking for a hair clip that matches my set today. We're gonna run up the beach. Look, everything's just all it's a whipping. Okay. Oh, well, I guess I could put my stove back in my kitchen, right? Stop being lazy, Brooke. Okay. Ooh, you know what we can do with some... Oh, no, we're going to do tacos. I want to do tacos later. Damn it. There we go. Yes, it's dirty from not being in it, because I know it sounds backwards, but let me make it make sense. That was a good catch. When you're getting in it and just getting what you need out of it and then moving everything around. Like, I just changed clothes and I haven't put anything up. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to put my shoes under here. And I know I'm going to want them Sperry's later. You got to put things up where they go, or else you just ain't going to have no room. It's all going to be piled up in the seats like it is. So I've been living on the beach for the past 2 or 3 days. See, stuff's done fell off the dash. Stuff's all messed up. Those are V8s. See, this is all dirty. Well, this has been my beach towel. That's been my wash my butt towel. This has been my beach towel. I've been keeping them separated. These are like my kitchen towel. These clothes can go back there. All right, all the clothes I'm going to put back there. I just don't want it to look too messy when I'm not here. I don't want it to look like I've been living out of it, because these white people will call the police. I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm not... Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't get it. Once you travel around the world a little bit, you start to see that people act certain ways in certain places, okay? People with money, they frown on... They don't like homeless people. Listen. They don't. They don't like homeless people. They don't like people, even van lifers. Like, I'm functioning. Yes, I can't afford rent, but I got bills and I pay them. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm somewhere in between. And rich white people, especially liberals, they don't like van lifers. They don't like homeless people. They think they're better than everybody, honey. You don't even know. You don't even know. I've literally had I can't find a damn hair clip to save my life. I've had some sketchy ass stuff happen with some damn... I'll never forget, I worked in this fancy club one time, and this guy walks in with his friend. First of all, they were already drunk before they came in the strip club. Second of all, I was a new girl, just like, it was literally my first day. Bougie ass club, nothing but white people, rich white people island, right? And these two guys walk in. They've been on a bender. I love that they come into a strip club drunk and coked out of their mind on like a Tuesday afternoon at 2. Like I'm the problem. Okay. Anyways, they come up to me and they're sitting at the bar. We're talking. And one of the guys like kind of was ignoring me at first. And then he looks up at me and he says something about my teeth. And I don't remember what he said. First of all, I have beautiful teeth. First of all, he said something about my teeth. I don't remember what he said, but I remember firing back at him. And I said, yeah, it must be nice to grow up with a silver spoon in your pocket or up your ass, and your parents being able to afford dental care for you. I'll never forget that. You know that son of a bitch cashed out me $500 right there on the spot. He didn't. He says sorry. He apologized to me, and then he cashed out me $500. Like, talk about the mental. I don't even know what to think about that whole situation. But that's some white people interaction shit right there. Rich. And I'm talking about rich. I'm talking about people that make millions of dollars a year. I'm not talking about little old schmo over here pulling in 150 grand. I'm talking about rich. Y'all don't understand what I mean when I say rich. I'm talking about elevators in your house, multiple properties through multiple states, hell, other countries. What do they call those? Elites? See, I just don't know big people words. Y'all know what I mean, though. They're evil. You don't understand. And those guys that were in the club, I'm sure they weren't damn. I gotta throw this trash away before I can do anything. I'm sure they weren't trying to be dicks. But that's how they are in the club, and that's why I don't like being in there. Kind of windy, but once I get running, it'll cool off. I do wish that I had some gym clothes that fit. I don't have nothing that fits. Nothing. I don't have one pair of shorts that fit. Nothing. I mean, not even the slightest. These are 2 sizes too big that I have on. I have to stop every, like, quarter of a mile and pull them up. I need an extra small, and these are like a medium, I do believe. Oop. Oh, look, we got another bitch in the chat. I gotta come up with another name. What can we call them? Somebody give me some good names for, like, the people that can't freaking... I hate people when they retract their messages. Why are you running? No, you was running your mouth. Keep going. What'd you have to say? Oh, that's right. You can't now. No, it's warm. It is, I would say, about 65 to 70. Last night was hot. I almost died last night, y'all. I like suffocated. I woke up sweating at like midnight. I looked out my window. I said, I don't want to piss anyone off cutting my car on, you know. And maybe I should explain that. When you're van lifing, there's like etiquette. You don't be cranking your car in the middle of the night next to other van lifers. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You trying to wake the whole park up? Like, see, and this is why I can't be at certain Walmarts, because y'all ain't even got respect for yourself, much less other people. You know what I mean? But for real, it was so hot, I had to crank the car. I just made sure that there were other van lifers around me, and then I cranked the car. I need a hair thing. Count the dick. And I'm actually trying something new today. Now where's my hair bow? There was a hair bow on this. Where did it go? Y'all. I'm sorry. There was a hair bow on here. I'm just trying to make sure it's not down in my pants. See how big they are? And that's nothing. Actually, if I pull them up, they get bigger. It sucks. They won't stay up when you're running. You have to have them super tight when you're running so that they stay up. I'm going to try something different with my hair day. And I had a hair bow. No, it's gone. Dang it. There's the pink one, but I need a thingy-ma-doodle. Ah, yes. Yes. We're also going to do legs today. Glutes. I'm going to show y'all, like, well, I'll probably film it. I'm going to get off the phone with y'all before I run. I'm going to film it, and then I'll post it, and you'll see what I did. I'm going to use random things like park benches, rocks, random things. I don't know what I'm doing. Me no know what I'm doing. I've never tried to do, like, gym hairstyles. Oh, my God. What? Maybe. Do you want to take over? Please. Me no know what I'm doing. I saw this girl do it on damn YouTube and it looked cute. Mine don't. Lord have mercy. Listen, we just gonna roll with it, bitch. Okay. We ain't gotta be perfect. What do I need? Headphones. Me know where nothing is. This is the problem. After you've been living on the beach and yoking it up for a few days, you can't find shit. Seriously. Lord have mercy. What's down in there? Self-care. Knife in case you need to stab somebody. Oh, there's a... What was I looking for? So first of all, for those that don't know, I'm addicted to caffeine. It's not meth. Sorry. I know you were wishing. I know you were wishing. Excedrin. So I used to be really addicted to these to the point that I had liver and kidney issues. But we're not there anymore. That's when I was taking like 10 a day. Now I take one. Get some pep in my step. And yesterday I didn't take none. I'm so proud. Baby steps. And here's the thing. If you're on those for as long as I've been, 15 years, you stop that, you're going to be in the hospital, Ma, with a migraine from hell. You have to, you can't cold turkey that. You can't white knuckle that after 15 years of use. You know what I mean? I have to slowly taper off of that as well. That's why I've been having migraines. Because I've been on that for almost 20 years. I started taking those when I started bartending at 17. Yeah. So... This water has motor oil on it. It's okay. Alright, so I got that in my system. Hey, there's my necklace too. Damn, I've been looking for everything. I couldn't find nothing. I'm not going to wear this on my run because I don't want it to damn hit me in the face as I'm running. Alright, I can't find my headphones. That's the last thing I need. Ouch, I hit my head. I literally had them in there. I cleaned that out. Hey. Y'all, what the frick? I wonder if I dropped them in this floor back here. Y'all, I'm gonna go. I gotta find my headphones, and then I'm going on this run, and I'm gonna film some later, but... Workout stuff. They're all black. Hey, there's my aminos. We also need to clean sometime this week. I don't know, maybe I'll get the money to do that. It's expensive to just maintain the cleanliness of your car because, like, my seat's dirty already. Ouch. I'm really starting to panic. Hey, there's the tahine we were looking for breakfast. Oh, what the frick? I don't know where my headphones are. I'm gonna cry. I guess just move the whole seat up and look in the back. You see them? I unplugged them this morning. Charger. Y'all, we will ravine this afternoon. Tomorrow I'm gonna go back to Talk It too. And actually, come tomorrow, we're gonna do that Monday through Friday now. And I'm gonna try to add some normalcy to my freaking life. And yo, I don't understand. Unless, my truck is disgusting, first of all. It ain't never been this bad. I don't know where the fuck my headphones are, and I'm like literally super upset because it's the only pair that I have. So if I don't have them, I can't work out. Are they under there? These people are probably like, what is this girl doing? Yeah, I know. Me too. shit. Damn, it's just shit everywhere. Hold on, are they in my head? And they in my damn... No, that's just weapons of mass destruction. And I've been looking for that. Damn it. My God, did I drop them out at a stoplight or something? We'll talk in a little while. Bye, y'all.